Hey guys, hope you're doing good. Today I just found Aussie New Zealand dollar very nice opportunity of longer term trade. So what happened last time here? Price was moving up strongly, moving up. And right now we have this level on daily. But when you see PCP areas, where exactly market broke the trend line? Here, this one, this one. And if we see warranty time frame, that it depends on us which time frame that we actually use to trade. Lower time frame depends on you. You can use daily, monthly, weekly H4, daily H1. For example, we are using H1 daily and H4. Then what we do, we actually draw two opposing areas of supply and demand on daily time frame. It is to check curves and destinations and locations. But our entry time frame is H1, or let me use one indicator. Um, it is rectangle. Okay, perfect. So we use two opposing areas we just draw, and we just drew two opposing areas of supply and demand on daily chart. And H1, the mid area we also draw. Why? Because that looks like PCP. If you draw descending trend line, it is exactly formed near the breakout, near the breakout. So whenever price moves, these are CP levels, simple CP levels. Why these are not respectable? The price is not giving any respect to them because they have different purpose. And normally, what we do, simple CP levels can be traded like in trend tradings. So here, if you see price was moving up. If we have any pullback, we can use that. I mean, with trend trading style, we can use them. But when price takes order for longer term trading, price normally gives respect to one of strongest PCPs. PCPs have different purpose. PCPs are over main level. Valleys and peaks are over main level for longer term trade. So price just gives respect to them for long to take orders for longer term trade. Okay, now let's see what we can see on five time frame on like weekly chart. Okay, you see, if we draw a weekly chart, something like that, that PCP exactly it's near the weekly time frame chart, right? So we will use confirmation rules instead choosing without applying any confirmation rules or closing our eyes. We just use confirmation rules. Why? Because it is not fresh. What we do in supply and demand before choosing supply and demand labels, we always prefer fresh labels. Here, you see why it is not fresh? Because it is already, you see, after that it moved up. There is a test, small test, small reaction to that. No problem if it is not a nice test or we don't see an obvious test, but it is test. What we do, I mean, there are few chances price can take orders from here and it can move up. But our main level is this one. It will remain this one, like this, for longer term trade. Price can take orders from the bottom and move up. But what we do more safely, what we do, we'll use confirmation rules here, like we did here. What happened here? Because price just broke this area, small level. And if we go H1, then we will understand what happened here. Let me show you what happened exactly here. You see, after testing, yeah, that was just a reaction. Price took order from the newly made supply. Why it is correct supply? Because it removed or broke the previous, it removed the previous support and one level, this one. I mean, if you go more deeply, you can visualize things in a deeper way. So it depends on you how you analyze the charts. It all depends on you. And depends on your knowledge and whatever you have known about supply and demand. So we can see things like that. So price took orders from here, it dropped. Now we can say that it is clear area, this one, but here we will apply confirmation rules 2 or by using daily H1. Or you can, no, not daily, sorry, daily H1, we are using H4 weekly because that PCP is formed inside the weekly demand level. But basing is, you can say that if you see weekly chart, basing is much wider. So here is much wider. So what we do, we'll use daily chart level, district level. But it all depends on the price action. The price can take orders from H1, sorry, daily PCP by using H4, H4 and weekly chart. We can trade, but we'll apply confirmations. We'll see H4 area if price here, if price do something like that. For example, price breaks one level and trend line like that, we can use all bullish levels or demand levels and it will move up to here. But if no, we'll prefer the bottom level, this level. After that, when price tests that area, we'll use longer term trade. I mean, some day trades, or you can say that swing trade. So it all depends on you, how you look at the charts, depends on your knowledge, how you see the things as per supply and demand rules. So right now we have here breakout here, here it is breakout, and it's showing that price will continue moving up by forming bullish price action. So on high time frame, if we see high time frame, what is going on? High time frame, let me remove the objects. Yeah, it is still we're waiting for another monthly candle. So we'll see what happens. Depends if price moves something like that, or if it breaks that. This is clear breakout of levels. This is gone, this is gone, this is gone. So normally, technically, what happens? Price will take order from the bottom, and it will take orders from here and the bottom. Minimum up to here we can hold or trade, but we use confirmations here as well. Price can take, there are few chances price can take order from here and move out, but this level will remain valid because it is supply level, because it removed this area. Still we're waiting for this one. Whenever you see any level which actually breaks first time any previous level, that will be called for main level. This is our main level. Why? Because the bearish price action began from here. So this all bearish price action belongs to its base area. So that we call main level, main supply level. The same thing we can say here. This all bullish price action formed because of this level. So that we call main bullish or main demand level. So for longer term trades, price takes order from such a levels, such as supply and demand levels, and it can go long time. It can move at the same time. So that's it. Hope you learned so many things after watching this video, and hopefully it will help. So good luck.